Let's listen to some of the husband piece of this. Take a look.
In the bedroom, you said to me, no, Matt, we can't leave things alone in the doctor's office. We have to bring it home.
That's not what I said and how I said it, and don't take my words out of context. When we got in that car...
Lower your voice! I am not going to sit here and listen to this.
So you're hearing domestic violence. Sarah?
Well, she is completely unstable. I think she's completely crazy. And I think that the 500,000...
I think she's completely dead.
Yeah, well, she's completely dead, but before she died. And I think that there's been a whole slew of incidents where she's tried to stage some kind of domestic violence on herself, and he's taping all this to protect himself. I mean, why would you have 500,000 plus?
Because you're a control freak. Because you're trying to coercively control your life.
I disagree. I mean, and also, if you listen to these tapes, I've listened to some of them, not all of them, obviously, but he's the one that's usually calm. I mean, you played one where he isn't, but often he's the calm one, and she's the one that's out of control.
He knows he's recording.
He knows he's the one recording it.
Well,
this is a guy.
And she isn't crazy, she's hysterical, and that's typically what happens when you've been abused regularly. You get hysterical.
How do you explain the fact that there's also an audio tape of her, or videotape, I think, where she's explaining to her own mother how she got her lip busted? Apparently, the defense is going to use that because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If the prosecution can bring in some of these tapes to say that there was domestic violence and there was motive to strangle and kill this woman, and it's the husband, by the way, we always look at the husband first.
Thank you.
But, you know, then the defense can also bring in evidence that amongst these tapes that, wait a minute, she's actually made statements to her family members about how she was injured.
My fear is this woman. See, and Jenna, you know what I'm talking about here. We have some people certain kinds of personality disorders. Their feelings get out of their body in other people. Their own rages end up in us. If you've ever been around somebody that makes you feel rageful and you think, I'm not a rageful person, where'd this come from? Certain personality styles do that. And this woman definitely has that style about her. If you notice when you listen to the tape, you want to strangle her, right? Everyone hates you. No, that she evokes that from you.
Absolutely.
And here's what that woman's needs. Not that. You need somebody who's just, and she'll calm down. She'll calm down, but if you come at her in a coercive and controlling way, she will escalate. And unfortunately, these people find each other, people that are not good for each other. So I think that this husband's got some trouble here.
At least 10 times in the past 2 days that I reached out to you, you kept on and on and on with your bullshit, and then wonder why when I walk through the door, I don't want to be with you. Wonder why when you take off out the door after your snark, I don't want to go put on outfits and lipstick with you, and you wonder why, and then you want to blame that on me? Fuck you.
This is sad, guys. If anyone out there is in relationships that in any way smacks this, please get some help. But this is not good. This is you don't live like this. You get help. This is treatable stuff. Or you find ways to end it in a healthy way, because these things do get volatile. And if one is coercive and controlling, that's not okay. That's domestic abuse.